Nancy. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome back. Jackie Albert Pepper, Feng Shui by Jackie Albert. Nancy had gotten a reading from me a few weeks back, and she had a couple of questions we just wanted to share because one person's question is usually answering for other people's questions. Nancy, how did it go?
I got so much clarity from your reading. It really explained a lot of things, but two main things that really kind of stood out for me were being my sign being the monkey.
Yes.
And also my vital element being metal. Could you maybe kind of elaborate on that and what that means?
I will a little bit. Let me backstep and explain what Miss Nancy was saying. So in Chinese medicine or Chinese astrology, there's 5 elements. And when I was doing Nancy's chart, we extracted what 5 elements does Nancy have in her natal chart. And a big one that came up for her was metal. She had a lot of metal in her chart. Metal is a lot about structure and being a conduit, connecting others. You're very good at that, and making sure, like matchmaking a little bit. Metal loves to be a creature of habit. They love structure and routine. I was telling Nancy that probably if she's kind of thrown off of her structure every day, that it could create some imbalances in her life. And that what's important for her with all that metal in her chart is to really keep structured in her day and her habits and stick to those plans. That will help you feel the best the best balanced that you can, even when sometimes we have an imbalanced day, right?
Yes.
What's some other things that came up for you, Nancy?
So I really, my spirit animal or
okay,
the
yes.
monkey. So I'm 3, and the one that stood out was the monkey more than anything, because I feel like I'm always jumping from project to project, and I will allow Jackie to elaborate on that and what the monkey sign is.
So I'll also backstep a little bit and explain that what Nancy's talking about with the monkey is that not only do we have the 5 elements in your natal chart, but we have 12 earth branches or animals that we pick from, and those are also in your natal chart. Nancy happens to have the day of monkey, so she was born on the day of monkey, which makes her a very creative, reinventive person, very curious. And you love kind of being curious and being challenged. And when things become a little boring or not challenging you, you tend to be like, what's next? You're very curious. You want to know. You want the knowledge. Yeah. So lots of monkey energy in that. And you may reinvent yourself time and again. Yeah, so although you're doing health coaching and helping others with their lifestyle, within that category, you might reinvent yourself time and time again as the monkey. Totally. So those are great questions. And I'm so glad you got a reading, because readings are wonderful tools to have a deeper sense of self and understanding. And when we understand ourselves, we don't judge as much when things come up. We can say, oh, there goes that monkey again. Being curious and reinventive. Yeah. So thank you, Nancy, so much for the reading and for being here today.
Yeah, well, thank you. And where can people find you to get a reading or maybe a free consultation?
Thank you for mentioning that. I'm doing 20-minute complimentary calls, and you can reach me on my website and schedule them directly there at www.jafengshui, that's FENGSHUI.com. Thank you so much, and look for me on Facebook and Instagram too. Thanks again, Nancy.
Thank you.
And you do you.
Bye.